So good evening, good evening, good evening. It was very, very bad evening on Saturday evening when it took 2 own goals to beat the worst statistically at this point of a Premier League season team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, in stoppage time. But don't worry, guys, it's all our strikers' fault. Smash the like button up. We're going to pick the bones out of that. We are minus a man today. Bless up DJB. He couldn't make it, unfortunately. But we do have the rest of the gang here. Big up to everyone locked in. I will be doing the Vallecano Betis game and the Man United Bournemouth game a little bit later on this evening. We will be there for Man United tears. And maybe September Semenyo can come back and start scoring again because we ain't seen him since September. But anyway, this is a football show for entertainment and opinion only. Everything here is about sport. We do not involve politics, personal targeting or hate. And if you are watching on playback, make sure you hype the video as well. That does help, allegedly. But there we are. All the links are pinned. Big up Static for that. Let's up all the regs inside as well. Cheza, how are you, mate? How's your Monday?
All good, mate. Yeah, all good. Yeah, it was, what can we say about that game? Yeah. I'm glad my little comment has caused some amusement that I said on that after match show. Fan cam, I mean. It was, well, crap in it, really. I can't believe watching that game back and playback, right? How can you celebrate winning a game like the players did when Declan Rice just walks off the pitch straight down the tunnel looking very, very pissed off? And I think that sums it up, really, that we've got a team of players that will celebrate winning by 2 own goals from the opposition. I'm sorry. And fans celebrating that. They should have been booed off the park, mate. They were booed off at half time. And Kenny, I'm disappointed that you didn't boo them off the park because you should have done, because that was an absolute bloody disgrace. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Well, we'll go to Kenny next then. Go on, Kenny. How's your Monday, mate?
No, I admitted it because I think what it was, you had to be there. You had to be there. There were some things during that game where it's blatant, but we'll say at the show, blatant. There's one guy who basically is one of the biggest con men of all time. You had to see it. You had to see. As soon as you saw activity on a bench, I never saw a burst of pace in my life. And he put the ball wide, never going to score, tried to shoot from a different angle, and then went off like he was some sort of hero. It was unbelievable. I saw players blatantly show a lack of trust in a certain player, getting in his spaces. And all I can say regarding that, I got caught up in the moment, but I'll tell you one thing. I sleep well at night because I had my reservations about the side in the first place, but that's only for footballing reasons. But I genuinely think that a lot of people who are going for him are doing it for 2 reasons. One, because they went with a manager who prefers Sheshko, and 2, they never listened, and they just thought they were getting this elite striker, and they genuinely, you know what's much worse? They actually thought that the way we play is conducive for a striker. They didn't listen to the manager, and they're his boys. They're our set of men and women. They love the manager, but they haven't got a Scooby about what he's about tactically, footballistically, and as a coach. Yet they support him blindly. They haven't got a clue. He is laughing at them because he never, ever wanted a couple of players. But guess what? They go, striker. We're going to win the league because we've got a striker. He's elite. Yeah, right.
I love you, Kenny, man. Matty, we were sat there on the watch. When they equalised, I just started laughing. Yeah, obviously that's been clipped up. Oh, look how happy he is that they've scored. All right, mate, go and watch the watch long. I weren't happy, mate. Yeah, I was fuming. Yeah, and when we scored the scam, well, I say they scored the scam goal for us that won us the game, didn't even celebrate. Everyone go, oh, he's a fake fan that he wanted them to draw or lose. Look, anyone jumping up and down for joy over that performance, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, everything that happened in that game is everything that we've been saying on fan cams, on watch-alongs, on my regular shows every day, on shows with Rants, yeah, on shows with North, on shows with anyone, shows with Jez. Yeah, and it all came to fruition. Ben White, who knew he couldn't play 4 games in a row, yeah, after coming back from an injury. Long. But Matty, it was mad, isn't it? How was your day, mate? How's your day been?
Monday's been going great, man. I can't say about this past Saturday. That was not great. That performance was pretty bad. It was about as bad as the last 3 seasons of Walking Dead. And anybody that's seen that knows exactly what I'm talking about. That it's that I want people to understand that team had 2 points out of 16 professional football games in the Premier League. 2. I said, 1
48 points.
Yeah, 1 plus 1 equals 2. This manager showed up with 2 defensive midfielders. And we've got people running around this weekend. Well, sometimes it's just a bit good to be lucky. No, we've been lucky. We've been winging it. Trust me, we've been winging it all year. This long line of luck. We've been winging it most of this season, and the luck is to get ready to start running out. And the reality of this situation is, I sat there last night with the brother Normski, and we sat there, gentlemen, and we got to a point in the discussion last night. I looked at Normski. I took my glasses off. I said, Normski, we don't have any quality in this team. And he said, you know what? You're right. I said, so when the manager makes he goes to make a decision, he's looking, he doesn't know what to do. This is what we're back. We're literally back, gentlemen, back to the same team that we had last year. We circled all the way back around. And the performances are very indicative. And it seems like we're repeating the same problems that we saw last year. Well, we're going to get into it. I'm not going to go on the diatribe right now. We'll get into it. Because that was absolutely pitiful this past weekend, gentlemen. That was one of the worst performances that I think I've seen from this team. With 2-point Wolves, 2 point.
I think that's up there with one of the worst under this manager.
Yeah, under this manager. I mean, Jed's not out the park. We couldn't even get the same amount of 2 points. Not even a triangle. 2 points.
Just that was funny when you said
that was world class, Jed. Two measly points.
They got less points than a triangle.
$1 billion, gentlemen. Just think about that. We spent $1 billion on this team, and they can't go. Manchester United, is up and down as they are, go and get 4 at their home. We're at home.
But the narrative is from a certain channel that's Man United based, apparently. But they respected Arsenal. They didn't respect Man United, and he's a Man U channel. Yeah, they respected Arsenal, which is why they parked the bus against Arsenal. They didn't respect Man United, and we just banged them. That was his words. So when he's putting out that narrative to millions of people are going to go with it as well, because they're going to go, yeah, he's right, because they did park the bus. Okay, cool. They parked the bus. Fantastic, mate. Yeah, it's not the first time a team have parked the bus, mate. Yeah, teams park the bus against Barcelona every week. Teams park the bus against fucking Barcelona when they had Pep. Teams park the bus against Bayern Munich. Teams park the bus against all these other nations, Spain, Italy, Germany, whenever they were good, so on and so forth. Yeah, guess what, mate? You can still create and score chances if there is a bus parked. Yeah, how many times did we see Man City go into games when they did Centurions? Liverpool go into games when they were chasing them. Everyone was parking the flipping bus. The easiest way to stop the bus being parked or move the bus out the way is quick 1-2 touch football. We don't play like that. We were getting up to the edge of their box and slowing down and going back, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. You know, where is our star boy? Fair enough. He was involved in the 2 crosses that ended up winning us the game. Yeah, but let's not pretend he had a good game, because he never.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game. None of them did. The best player on the pitch, was probably, I don't know, Gunnosaurus. Like when he was doing the rounds at half time or whatever. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Every single one of them was crap. Every single one of them. The subs affected nothing when they came on. Yeah, if you got another look at the goal we conceded, Everyone's going for Odegaard and Saka. Go and have a look at Declan Rice. Declan literally ducks out the way of it. All three of them are stood within a triangle. Thought they had 3 points between them, didn't they? Yeah, they're stood in a way, and the guy is Saka didn't press, Odegaard didn't press coming that way. Yeah, and Rice is standing right in front of him. As the guy takes the cross into the box, Rice turns his back and ducks. Why? Captain, leader, legend, giving it all the mentality one when we scored when we got the second goal. They're giving it all to that one, which is cool. Yeah, and bopping off back to the halfway line. Well, cool, mate. If you want to do this fake leadership, yeah, take the ball in the face. Yeah, why are you turning your back? It's all well and good doing it for camera, and he has been good this season, so I don't want to dig him out so much here. But that very, very, very fucking nearly got us an embarrassing draw against the worst team in this season. Yeah, in this league. Yeah, very nearly. And he's very lucky that they scored an own goal to win us the game. We're very lucky as a club. Yeah, that goalkeeper had a mare off of that corner. Yeah, because he flaps it, it hits the post, it hits the back of his head and goes in. Yeah, put fucking whatever clown music over it. Yeah, if that hadn't have gone in, we'd still be playing right now and we still wouldn't have scored. Yeah, where's Madueke, by the way? Scores twice in midweek, didn't touch pitch at the weekend. Why? Why did Saka play the whole game? Why? Fair enough, he got us the winner, helped us get the winner. But why was he on the pitch to start with? And if he was, why ain't Madueke on as well? Yeah, how comes? Very easy to scapegoat our striker. Can somebody please tell me how many shots that guy's had in this league this season? And can you show me a compilation of all of the shots, please? I want to see every single shot that guy has had this season. Yeah, because the shot he had in that game, he created him fucking self. Where's Eze? Where's Odegaard? Yeah, where are they? Ben White, hamstring, he's going to be out for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks now. Well, who fucking knew, mate? Hello? You got Skelly sat on the bench. What did he do when he come on, by the way? Supermendy. Yeah, Supermendy. Are you lot tapped? That guy was getting the runaround against Wolves. 25% possession Wolves. They were flicking the ball over his head at one point and nutmegging him. Wolverhampton Wanderers with 2 points. Man got hooked. Yeah, walking off, whacking his hands off his fucking legs. Yeah, because you knew you had a stinker against, statistically, at this point, the worst team ever in the Premier League. Yeah, this striker we've signed, whether you like him or not, yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah, this team is fucking dog shit and do not pass to him. Yeah, and I don't care if people say, oh, we'll just be happy with top of the league. Yeah, cool, mate. Yeah, cool. You all sat there with your pants around your ankles for Crystal Palace at the weekend. How'd that work out? Yeah, because I told you they'd get banged. Yeah, I told you they'd get banged. Man City looks at that performance. That was all the positive they needed. Yeah, this lot are fucked. Yeah, that's what they were thinking. They were probably sat in an hotel somewhere in South London or around that area somewhere. Yeah, going, this lot of fucking shit. Look at them. They're crap. That's all they needed. When we dropped points to Aston Villa the other day, that was all they needed in that game. Yeah, they've just lost to Aston Villa. Cool. Our turn. Do you know what I'm saying? It's absolute bullshit. Yeah, and people can sit there and say they're a one-man team. Well, Foden's doing bits. Cherky's doing bits. Yeah. Oh, but if Foden and yeah, but if what, mate? Pep knows how to rotate his team properly. Yeah, I'm sick to death of it. Yeah, and the fact is, right, this football club, yeah, has sold itself. Yeah, for phases, yeah, gimmicks, yeah, merch. And I will shut up and let Jezza go in a minute. It's an absolute disgrace how this football club's been acting. And when you get people want to come for people like me saying I'm negative, no, do you know what is negative? Yeah, nearly 2,000 days without a single trophy, 1 billion deep, struggling against Wolves, struggling against Villa, struggling with our former manager, by the way, that was apparently put us in the darkest days of all time in our history. Yeah, good one. Yeah, you want to fucking hope he don't win the league. What's the excuse then? Yeah, imagine Unai wins it with Villa. What are they going to say then? Yeah, they won't. But what if they did? Yeah. Not only that, we struggled against Sunderland. Why? We struggled in loads of games this season. The only games that we've actually comfortably banged teams was Bayern Munich, yeah, Tottenham, and Leeds United. That's it. Chelsea with 10 men, we couldn't beat them. Why? I'll tell you why, because we've got nothing going on. Bukayo Saka is the most predictable player in our team, along with Martin Odegaard. Yeah, and luckily, he helped bail us out. Atleti as well. Cool. So that's about 4 games this season. Yeah, other than that, yeah, we have been playing like this. Yeah, but we've been scamming corners. Yeah, we've been scamming it. Yeah, when you're coming up against a team that, by the way, were very well organised, and you're just pinging crosses into the box and they're just mopping them up. You need to get someone on the ball and go, nah, sorry, mate, not today. We used to have that with Thierry Henry, Ray Parler, and fucking Paddy Vieira. Yeah, when we were playing in that cup final, it's only Ray Parler. Yeah, he said, nah, not fucking today, mate. We're winning this. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, we used to have players like this. Where are the players that can do this now? Bukayo Saka is in his 7th season at this football club. When's he going to take a game by the scruff of his neck? When's Martin Odegaard, who's in his 12th season as a professional footballer, by the way, won a whopping 1 trophy because he's not that good, is he? Yeah. When is he going to grab a game by the scruff of its fucking neck? Yeah. Eze, all well and good at Palace, mate. Why aren't you doing it at Arsenal now? Don't worry, though. Yeah, he's got a little painting underneath the tunnel. Yeah, before he even kicked a ball for us, by the way. Yeah, everything about this club is a fugazi. Yeah, it looks good on paper. Looks good that we're top. Looks good that we're top of Champions League group. We're not even at the turkey yet, mate. Yeah, it's pathetic. Yeah, absolutely pathetic. The best defence in the world. Where was the Ecuadorian butcher for their fucking equaliser then? Yeah, get out of here, man. Pathetic. That's my rant over. Apologies for swearing so much. Jezza, what are you saying, man?
Well, come on. It's the same old, isn't it? Right. We can't play incisive football. We have played some nice football this season, let's be fair. But we went back to the same regression of sideways, backwards, backwards, sideways, side to side, backwards, sideways, backwards. Look, I'm sorry. If we had the class players which people tell us we have against a team that's bottom of the league with 2 points, then we have supposedly should have the players to break down that defence, that midfield. But it proved we haven't. Now, is that because of the tactics? I think partly it is because he plays the same bullshit every single week. He won't change it up. Because if he had any sense, right, what I'd have done, seeing how after 10 minutes how Wolverhampton Wanderers had set this team up, I'd have gone 4-4-2. I'd have changed it up, right? Make our midfield more solid. They can't break through. We've got 2 people that can break through, play good quality football. I agree with you on that statement you made. And this is the thing that he does, right? And this is the bad sign of any manager. Madueke, yeah, I didn't want him. When we bought him from Chelsea. I thought, what are we doing? But the guy scored 2 goals in the week. So, yeah, I mean, you come on. You have to say, fair enough, you've scored a couple of goals. You've got to have time. You've got to have game time. If it doesn't work after 45 minutes, then you can change him. Bring on, 45 minutes, bring on Saka. Saka was shit. Saka's been shit all season, in my opinion. He is not the player he once was. So I'm sorry to upset the Saka sexuals. He is not the player he was. He will never be the player he was again. Because you can see every single time he does the same move, he tries the jiggery pokery, get it to the byline, and then try and flick it in. And it works sometimes, but 8 out of 10 it doesn't. And if I can see it, you know they can see it. They're more intelligent footballers than I would ever be. They're professionals. so they can actually anticipate exactly what he's going to do. And this is where I think a lot of people lack the knowledge, don't have the experience of watching enough football in their lives, because you, me, Kenny, Matty, DJB, Shane, I could go on, can anticipate and dissect every single time this game is played by Arteta. It is the same old bullshit. And if you think that the season's now over and there's people, oh, well, you know, we're top of the league at December, wait and fucking see. Wait and see. Because Man City doing Man City shit like they do. Maybe sometimes they start off slow, and now they're starting to go in a little bit of a jog. And we've got Everton away this coming weekend. That ain't going to be easy. Right? And I'm sorry, you don't convince me. You're not selling me this, because I've seen it too often. And I just hope, for the sake of this football club, that Berta is sitting there making his notes, going to make his report back to Josh at the end of the season when we win fuck all again, right? And I'm sorry, League Cup is not good enough, Lee. Nice to win it, right? Nice, because we've only done it twice. Nice to win it, but that ain't enough. And I'll have to even dig deeper than that and say, if he wins the FA Cup, which he won't, that ain't enough. It's got to be Premier League or Champions League. No, nothing less. Nothing less. And if he doesn't, and Berta Potts' year reporting, which I'm sure he will be doing that, then Arteta, you have to fuck off out that door. I've had enough of this bullshit. And I will just say this before I shut up and Kenny or Matty's coming in. When I heard the fans booing at half time, I thought, at last, they're starting to make a statement. But no, I didn't hear it at the end of the game. No, all I heard was, oh yeah, clapping. No, you should have booed the bastards. You should have booed them off the park. You're shit. Tell them you're shit. You're crap. You can't even beat a team, as I said to you the other day. Right? A team that's got less points than a bloody triangle. It's a disgrace to this football club. It's an embarrassment. Shocking. Glad I wasn't there. Kenny. Glad I didn't spend 160 fucking quid on that shit. Right? Because that is bollocks. Sorry. I had enough of it. And that is why I admire you, Kenny and DJB and Aaron and all that still go. Fair play to you boys, but I wouldn't go. No way. That's why I walked away in 2016. Fuck them.
No, I hear it, Jez. I hear it. I smashed his likes up as well, guys. Big up to Riku for the 25-month memberships as well. Oh, Jesus, that's crazy. Bless up, bro. Can't lie, City was crap, but we still won 3-0. Very quickly before I bring Kenny in, the reason you won 3-0, yeah, they had a couple of chances. They hit the bar, Jeremy Pino, and I can't remember who it was, they hit the post. And they pulled a good save out of the goalkeeper. But their manager moved to Johnny Reinders up front with Haaland to help free up space. Yeah, he put him up top. 10 minutes later, Haaland gets space, bang, goal. Yeah, it's not fucking rocket science, is it? Yeah, not rocket science. We've got Mikel Merino sat on the bench. Yeah, why don't we just stick him up front with Jokeris? Could have put them both up front. Instead, we bring him on and put him in midfield. Yeah, like that, like that's ever worked before. Like, get out of here, man. Big up Riku, bruv. Yeah, and this is the thing, yeah. Right? You can say they're a one-man team, whatever you want. His job is to put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, and he's done that about 30-odd times this season for club and country already. Yeah, our top goal scorer in the Premier League's on 4 fucking goals. It's pathetic. There you go. Jokeris has had 8 shots on target since August. Big up Triple J7. 8 shots on target since August. Haaland probably scored that in August. Yeah, but apparently they're finished, innit? Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, they're finished. Well, we're going to fuck around and find out then, are we, yeah? Because I tell you now, if a finished, washed up one-man team Pep, wins this league again, and God forbid fucking Unai does it with Villa, Jesus Christ, he better win it. He better win it, mate. Yeah, because what I see there was a joke. Kenny, you was at the game. They were booing. Before you give us your thoughts on what it was like in the stadium as well, I've seen a lot of people sharing clips around of loads of fans piling out when they equalised, right? And I've seen loads of people coming out saying, why didn't they stay? Why didn't they stay and back the team? Okay, cool. Why didn't you say that when we're winning fucking 4-1 against Tottenham then, and they were piling out with 10 minutes to go? Yeah, or when we were beating Bayern and they were piling out with 10 minutes to go. Or when we were beating Leeds and Forest, and they were piling out with 10 to go. Oh, but they need us now more than ever. Now's not the time to spit your dummies out. No, it is. Accountability is the best ability. Yeah, the fact and reality of this football club is it's nearly 2,000 fucking days without a trophy. And the way they've been playing in certain games this season, Declan Rice looks like he's running on fumes. Ben White is finished at this football club. Yeah, he's out for about 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, who fucking knew he could not play 4 straight games off an injury? Who knew that? Oh, we all said it was going to happen, guys. Yeah, we all said that Gabriel would get injured. Yeah, he put Saliba back in and admitted, that it was a flare-up of the original injury that kept him out anyway. Yeah, previously. So why didn't you put the other players in then? Why were you playing him when he was injured? Why was Ben White playing left back when Skelly's on the bench? Yeah. Why is Mad Wakey not starting after a wonder goal the other night? Like, it's just a shit show, man. Kenny, you was there, man. What was it like in the stadium? Because on the watch along, we were sat here, and me, Northside, and Matty. Matty's not got any air left. That's a life supporting Arsenal, mate, and I'm nearly there. What did you make of it, Ken?
It was bad. It was really, really bad. The thing about it is that from start to finish, it was just so flat. The players were Gyökeres was making a run, never got the ball, never even looked like getting the ball. Eze was just completely poor. Hincapié, all right, up to a point. Timber, maintained his standards. For me, he did. I ain't gonna lie, he did maintain his standards. But Benjamin White, it was just like you knew it was a bad day at the office when He-Chan went through and goal, and you could see like the keeper making a save, and then all of a sudden you looked at Benjamin White and said, bloody hell, what's he doing on the floor? And then you thought, that's him done. That's him done. That's going to be a recurring theme for him at Arsenal. And it's not just going to be Benjamin White. It's going to happen to Saka, Havertz, Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Jesus. It's just the nature of the injuries they've had. There's going to be secondary injuries. And the problem we've got is because they're like the apostles, disciples of Mikel Arteta tactically, they're going to be running the ground. Simple as. Because Mikel Arteta does not trust certain players to maintain his tactics. But you had to see I had to mention the Martinelli situation because that was just hilarious. He was his usual crap self. I mean, here's the epitome of how bad we've become. He is so bad. He is so predictable. He brings nothing to the team, especially when he starts games. But for some reason, they just hope this guy came good. In the around 60 minutes, you could see a bit of activity. You could see, Trossard being called to the bench. You could see, Saka get called to the bench. You could see Marino get called to the bench. And all of a sudden, Martinelli right in front of me gets the ball, and then it was just like a scattergun thing. He went through, had a shot from a difficult angle, and I thought, hang on, where was this? Where was this before? You were doing nothing before that. It was pathetic. But the worst one is the players do not rate Victor Gyökeres. They don't trust him. They don't pass to him. He'll make a run, and they'll hold on to the ball, and they don't pass him. The worst culprit is Odegaard. Something's changed there because against Olympiacos, Odegaard couldn't wait to find him. Even in Fulham away, he did have situations where he did have shots on goal, but it's just dried up. The service is non-existent, and it's nothing to do with a lot. Don't get me wrong. He is what he is. He's average compared to the way, in terms of like what I mean by him being average is that he's not. Is that in terms of what you see from Haaland, what you see from Harry Kane, what you see from Mbappe, he's not elite. He's just a good goal scorer in a league that suits him, where it's Team Gyökeres. But Arsenal, where you've got to try and fit into the way we play, it's not going to work. The same with Eze. You'll see moments from Eze, bits of flash and brilliance. But in terms of consistency, you won't get it. But Eze will get more of a goal in his team because you will see moments. With this guy, it's not a case of it's the word confidence, but the thing about the confidence is that it's the teammates who have no confidence in him. And that transcends the amount of times he's been used as a decoy by certain players. The amount of times when they find Martinelli, but they don't find him. And then all of a sudden, when Jesus comes in, all of a sudden he's getting the ball. He's getting the ball early. His runs are being found. They're finding him. Saka's trying to get him into the game. Something's going on here. You know, you can't have a situation where you're witnessing your teammates blatantly have no confidence or no trust in the player to the extent that, in layman's terms, they think he's crap. They think he's crap. They just think he's completely crap and not an Arsenal player. They don't trust him whatsoever. And that's the crux of it. And I didn't think it. I had my reservations, as you all know, because I look at the Superliga in Portugal and I compare it to our league, and then I saw the fanfare for Núñez when he was at Benfica and the goals he was scoring. And when he came to Liverpool, he actually wasn't too bad because his work rate was fantastic. He made the right ones, he's being found, but his finishing was erratic. But this guy, who has a better record, there's a lot of things that just don't add up. Technically, he's not what we expect. His first touch ain't the best. We're praising him. It's got so bad, we're actually patronising the guy by praising him because, he brings other players into play. He makes runs in the channels. I didn't pay £67 million for him to run at the channels and hold the ball up and, write his report card and say, yeah, great effort. I paid him to score goals. Mm-hmm. So it's a bit of both. Yes, he's not good enough, but yes, there's a lack of trust, and that there's no way the manager is going to change the way we play to accommodate him. And I knew this from the start because guess what? I want Mikel Arteta to be replaced. I've never wanted from day one, but because he's the man in possession, because I'm a football man, I try to look at the way he plays and his preferred style of play, and I think I've mastered how Mikel Arteta likes to play from a defensive point of view, in midfield, off the ball, and from an attacking point of view. And I was stunned that Mikel Arteta succumbed to weakness by buying this guy in. I've got no problem with, the player, no problem with Berta, but you should have told Berta to go and do the Frank Boff, because all you've done is played this player. Not only is the player struggling, we look lopsided attacking wise because the players don't trust him. They're not playing to his strengths. So basically, we've got like I said, our attacking numbers are a joke. They're a joke. They're a joke. And then perversely, we actually look a better team attacking wise with Marino, who's not a striker. So something's not right here. And that has been noticeable. It was noticeable before he got injured, and then he had a bit of improvement. But come on, let's be honest. Burnley, they're crap. He scored a couple of goals against Leeds. Relegation fogger. Just come up. Nottingham Forest got a goal on the plate. Yeah, fine, but they were poor. They just had Postecoglou as their manager. One of the biggest myths in football. So against crap teams, he's scoring. All right, you say Atletico Madrid, but he didn't score the first and second goal. He got the third and fourth goal when they're already battered. So all I can say to all you guys slagging him off, I see you. You're slagging off for two reasons. One, because you wanted Sheshko. The reason why you wanted Sheshko is because you got complete faith in the manager. You didn't, factor in the way we play, which I did. But you just thought, all right, if Arteta wants him, Arteta knows more because Arteta gets paid £50 million a year. You're a fan. You don't know nothing about football. Just sit down and smell the coffee and just shut up and be like a child, seen but not heard. But the other ones who are now slagging him off are slagging him off because they thought they were getting an elite striker. And when they realised they weren't getting an elite striker, their first point of call was to praise him because of the stuff he was doing off the ball, holding the ball up, running the channels, bringing other people into play. And then when he weren't doing that, that's when they're having a go because they thought they were getting something elite and now they're disappointed. And I know you. I know the people who are doing it. I know the people who've been slagging him off because they wanted Sheshko and the ones who've been slagging him off because they thought they were getting Haaland-like striker, the most elite striker in Europe. But the worst one is we've been hoodwinked into thinking we need a striker. Yeah, we need a striker. But you've got to remember one thing. There's Arsenal style of play and Arteta style of play. And under Arteta, if anyone thinks that that striker is going to thrive under this man and his tactics, think again. This team is basically split striker, false number 9. And the sooner we get a head around that, the better.
No, well said, mate. Well said, Kenny. Big ups to everyone locked in. 900 in here. Get these likes up as well. I'll be doing the Man United game in an hour. I'll be doing the Betis game at the same time as well. So make sure you check that out on Lee Reacts. All the lads' links are pinned. So make sure you follow Jez's Arsenal, Kenny Ken 1972, Southern Guna Matty. Also DJB couldn't make it today. But his link's there as well. I'm not watching Roma Como, but that should be pretty decent as well. I'm going to watch Vallecano Betis and Man United going to get put in the bin against Bournemouth. But let me grab these super chats real quick and we'll get to Matty, who's been waiting patiently. Big up Lawrence, brother. Still racking my brain now. We struggled against a team that has less points than a triangle. Go on, that's doing the rounds. Go on, Jezza. You've set a trend.
It's hot, Jez. It's hot.
And we had to rely on 2 own goals to beat them. Mad, isn't it? But don't worry, guys. We're still top. Yeah, we might not be on Saturday because Man City are going to fucking absolutely weigh in West Ham at home. So they'll be top by the time we play Everton. Yeah, and it's under the lights at 8 p.m. again. Away this time. Good luck. Oh, but they got no Grealish. They got no Dewsbury Hall. They got players that are going to the AFCON. Cool. No reason not to beat them then. No reason not to beat them then. Yeah, I don't want to hear no excuses. He better win that game. Yeah, bless up, bro. Big up Brian as well. City taking the league. Big up Jez as always. Big up to Brian, brother. Bless up, man. And Matty, crazy, innit? You see all the fallout. You see the same players getting praised. You see the same players getting criticized. Yeah, and really, it's the other way around. Yeah, how can a striker stand there with Martinelli, literally could have squared the ball to him for a tap-in, and he goes for glory because he knew he was about to get subbed. Yeah, and it's funny, before I let you land, I watched a clip that LB posted on his Instagram story the other day. He shared somebody else's Insta reel. Yeah, and it was every single time Liverpool players could have passed to Florian Wirtz for a tap-in. Yeah, he could have had 10 goals this season, and he's on none or 1. Yeah, Salah, greedy. Yeah, Gakpo, greedy. Szoboszlai, greedy. They ain't passing to Florian Wirtz, mate. Yeah, they're not passing to Gyökeres. Yeah, and all of a sudden, if the goals dry up in total and our striker ain't getting any service after we're seeing him making runs and then having to check his run because they're holding the ball and passing back again, eventually we're going to slide down this table. So they better find a fix, mate. But what did you make of it overall? I'm going to go bathroom real quick. But
Before you scoot, man, let me share this right here.
Yeah,
right
go on,
here.
man.
Right there. Just blow that up right there, brother. How many times have we seen this face right here?
Look at the time on the clock.
Yeah. How many?
Shit, what do I do now?
Yeah. How many times have we seen the look on this look right here on this manager's face? This is a regular occurrence at this football club. This brother here is clueless. Now, I was not one of the ones that says, "Oh, Joker's going to come in, he's going to 80 goals and all this stuff," but I expected him to be pretty decent. And as Kenny stated, when you look at the way that we play, with the way this manager plays, he's got the striker doing everything but going towards the goal, scoring goals. And it's going to be that. It's going to be like that for the rest of the year until something changes. So now the new narrative is Jesus is back in the club. He looks better than Joker. Well, how was Jesus doing last year when he was in the team before he went out? How was he doing the year before that? Well, I'll do you one better, gentlemen. Let's bring in Kai Havertz. You wanted to get rid of Kai Havertz to bring in the striker. Now you want Kai Havertz to come back in. What was Kai Havertz doing before he went out? The same thing Jesus was doing. See, this is becoming an issue where it's just a circle now. We're just circling back around. We're circling back around. It's about time to just call it out for what it is. This fella right here. This fella right here. And I'm not talking about Kenny. I'm talking about this fella right here. This manager is not getting the best out of this team. Kenny stated it. They're not even passing to the striker. I want to say I read it. It was either this morning or late last night. I read a excerpt somewhere where they were saying when RVP went to Manchester United, initially they didn't want to pass him the ball. And I think they said Sir Alex Ferguson said he sit everybody down that didn't pass the ball to him. They end up passing the ball to him. What they do win the league. At some point, this manager is going to have to use the tools. See, this is another one of these Bertha tactics, by the way. This is another one of these Bertha tactics where I'm going to give you the tools and I'm going to see what you can do with them. Because I'm going out here to get the groceries. I want to see you bake the cake. Because regardless of his system, he's still the manager, which means he need to be changing his system or suiting, finding a way to get the best out of his players. This manager is an absolute fraud. The fact that we sat there on Saturday against a 2-point team. Gentlemen, I don't think people understand the magnitude of this. This team is headed to relegation sometime next month. January, early February, they're heading down to the championship. They're on their way. They're already pulling out the driveway. And we are scuffling with this. This team is not doing anything this season. There's nothing else to see here. It's just a matter of how bad will it get before people finally get tired of it. Jez, you because we couldn't hear the game, and as you stated at halftime, everybody was booing. You're gonna see a lot more booing in the next few weeks because what we saw against Wolves, we have got one hell of a run coming. One hell of a run coming. And before, Lee, let me bring this one up too. I showed you this the other night. You had to take your glasses off when I showed you this the other night. Let me put it right here. You literally took your glasses off and said, "Well, damn, I didn't see that." Let me see if I can find it right quick. Where did it go? Where did it go? Because here we go. Here we go. Right here. Chat, I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, brace yourself. If you got something to drink, put it down. You might throw it.
Before I share it,
yeah.
Let me grab this comment.
Go ahead.
Big up to Boston Guns as well. Yeah, thank God there was no internet during the Invincible season. It's the same damn thing. We played Leicester, struggled against them, and they were bottom and still won the league. The difference is, them players have crossed the line multiple times with this football club.
Exactly.
Yep.
There you go. That is such an inane comment. Sorry, Matty.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I'm just going to say my say because that is a bullshit comment there, Boston Guns. Because if you remember rightly, right, we had players that could actually deliver. You tell me, Boston Guns, how many players, love the badge, by the way, the 1936 badge.
Proper badge.
But you tell me how many players in this team can deliver like those players did in the Invincible squad. I'd love to know.
Yeah, there wasn't
much
no social media, really.
Much better, guys. The league was already won by then, Boston Guns.
Yeah.
That was the last game of the
Most times it
season, wasn't
wrapped up.
Last game, the league was already won by then, mate.
That was when Paul Dickov scored the header in near post, wasn't it?
Yeah. The league was already won by that Boston Guns.
Yeah, exactly. There we go then.
There you go.
Right, let's go. Let's go.
All
Can you
this
zoom
talk.
in on that, matey?
Yeah, we're gonna zoom in on it because everybody wants to talk about Champions League. Now, we just keep in mind we played Wolves this weekend. Struggle with Wolves.
This is as it stands right now, yeah?
Yes, as of it stands right now. This is how it's looking over here. This is how it's looking as it stands right now. We just played Wolves this weekend and scuffled against 2-bit Wolves. That's how I'm gonna start referring to me as 2-bit Wolves.
2-bit Wolves.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to believe Kenny, Jazz, Lee. I'm supposed to believe the team that we just scuffled with Wolves, and then we talking about the damn Champions League this year.
That's as it stands right now.
That's as it stands right now, today, as of today.
So we could end up as it stands right now. Obviously, it is if buts and hypotheticals right now. But I don't think people deep this, isn't it? Yeah, because look who's above that, by the way, where it says kick knockout. Yeah, to the right of that, matey. Yeah, now underneath. Yeah. Oh, but we've already beaten them twice. Both teams we've beaten. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can do it in a knockout stage. Yeah, well, we did it last year. They said, oh, we slapped Real Madrid. Okay, we did. Yes, fantastic. And they're shit this season again, by the way. Yeah, I'd rather play them than Atleti. Yeah. Oh, but we banged them as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Fantastic. What is our squad going to be looking like if we get any of these teams by them?
Any team.
What is the injury situation going to be looking like? What is our form going to be looking like? And this is why, sorry, mate, it's a cut over.
Go ahead, brother. You good?
Right? This is why when people are sitting there running their gums, getting giddy, oh, it'll be wrapped up by February. You got Cascarino sitting on fucking TalkSport, sitting there saying, oh, the league will be wrapped up by February. Oh, this mob, they ain't no one beating them. They're too good. Oh, really? What are you saying now, mate? Yeah. What are you saying now? Maybe you need to go back to Specsavers, replace them silly green goggles that you've got, yeah, and get some that you can actually see clearly out of, mate. Yeah. What are you watching? Yes, we're top. Well, pretty sure, mate. Yeah, Tottenham were top after the first 3 or 4 months with Ange Postecoglou. What happened there? Oh, they didn't win it. I'm pretty sure we were top for 3/4 of the season and more before under this manager. Oh, but you got a better squad now. Okay, cool. No worries. Oh, but all the injuries. Calafiori's out. Ben White's out. Magalhaes is out. Yeah, cool. Whatever, mate. We've got 2 players for every position. That's all I've heard all season. Don't want to hear no excuses this season. Sorry, mate.
No, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Look outside the circle. Just look above the circle. Look what's up there. You got City in there, PSG, Chelsea. Look, any team, listen to me. Let me tell you, any team that goes forward. Can we talk about this when we play these teams, these relegation teams, and you say if the team would just put forth a little effort, they could probably get something. Every team on here that's on this page right here is a team that can go forward. Any team that can go forward and have somebody that can put a goal in, it's about a 65% chance we either tie or lose that game. I'm telling you that now, because when you look at last week, and we hadn't talked about the Champions League, but you look at the Champions League game, you go back, and I sat up with Norski last night, and we went through tape after tape after tape after tape, because I had to show him. I said, Norski, look at this. If they would have had somebody, if Club Brugge would have had somebody that could shoot the ball, put the ball in the back of the net, or just a little bit of extra gloss, we're probably having a different discussion here. So then we go all the way back to Manchester United, the first game this year. The first game, 1-0. If they go to put their chances away, you go to the Liverpool game. This game after game after game after game after game this year, where if just a little bit more class and we're in trouble, we're having a whole different discussion. This team is not as good as people are making it out to be this season. Yeah, we're at the top of the table, like Lee said, for right now. This week, and that's cool. But to go on acting as if there's nothing room when there's smoke coming out of the garage. People are running around here acting as if nothing's going on. We are absolutely winging it. And that this past weekend is the highlight of this season. That is what you call a warning shot, what you saw this weekend. And the sad part about it is, Lee, We've got people falling like flies. Saliba, he's out there. Saliba. The manager comes out after the game. We had to risk Saliba. Well, wait a minute, manager. Wait a minute. Talk to me. You said you didn't know what was going on a couple of weeks ago. Now all of a sudden you risked him. Declan Rice, sucking wind. The entire game, sucking wind. Ben White. We sat here and told you. Jazz, we do it every week. We'll do it again this week. We sat here in August. We sat here. We told you all this team was two players away from capitulation. And here we are again, sitting going into 26. We're still 2 players away from capitulation.
Yep.
And then so you get Top Gooners this morning. I've heard him this morning talking about winter signings. Don't sign a damn thing for this manager.
No, sign a manager. How
So,
about that?
that's the only signing that needs to happen is a new manager. Cut the spigot off. This manager don't need another nickel, not another cent, no money. He spent enough money because y'all told me, y'all told this panel, you told everybody, y'all said this was 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Best squad in Europe.
Best squad in Europe.
Get any more money, Matty?
Yeah.
I don't think he will, because
I hope not.
sorry to interrupt you, but when you see the comment that Josh Kroenke made, he said, "It's this season we must win trophies." Right? I think Josh, who obviously runs the club, in my opinion, now has turned round and said, "You've had your money, right?" Well, along with Berta, I believe. I don't. This is all supposition, of course, but I don't think they're going to turn around and say, "Oh, here's another 20 million in January," because I don't think they can do that, because we're going to have to sell players before they can give him more money.
They'll loan out Ethan.
Yeah, that'd be the only. That'd be a move.
He's getting loaned out.
He'll
Mate.
be
I'm
out.
telling you right now, that guy ain't getting a game with this manager.
That's not releasing enough money to buy players, is it?
They probably would have loaned out Dowman. Yeah, but now he's crocked.
But
Yeah,
the
he's
point
out for months.
I'm trying to make is people think that because we've got injuries, the Cronkies will give him another 20 odd million, right, to help him out of the shit. I don't believe they will. I think they'll sit back and say, "Well, it's your problem now, mate. You've got what you want. You wanted the big squad. You've got the players. You've got players 2 in every position. Deal with it. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you actually can achieve." And I think it's time that the kid gloves were taken off and say, "There you go, my son. There's your chance. Now deal with it. Get on."
Big up to Ant as well, man. I had a rebrand on my Leicester channel. Bless up, brother. 41 months is crazy. Gosh, bless up for the support, brother. Make sure you sub to his channel as well, Leicester City fan. So make sure you sub to him. But I make you right, Jez. Yeah, and Matty. Yeah, I don't think he's getting another penny, mate. Yeah, and this narrative, yeah, that people keep coming out with on TalkSport, Sky Sports, TNT, all the top gooners are doing the rounds with it. Yeah, everyone's saying, "Oh, yeah, this manager, Who was it that said it the other day? Yeah, who was it that said it the other day and said that Julien Laurens. Yeah, good one, mate. You're basically the French David Ornstein. Kiss ass. Yeah, just to get yourself on the Amazon documentaries. Yeah, and the Netflix documentaries for all these fucking ex-players and managers that do their docs. Yeah, it's the only reason he's there. Yeah, this guy was sat there saying, "Oh well, you know, yeah, he's if because they were talking about if Xavi Alonso gets sacked from Real Madrid, would Real Madrid want him?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think so. I think every top team in the world would want him." Yeah, okay, cool then, mate. Well, Real Madrid got rid of Ancelotti and they never went for him. Yeah, PSG. Yeah, they asked about PSG. Yeah, and he said, "Yeah." He goes, every team, Barcelona, all the big team. Okay, cool. Well, Barcelona have had a manager gone in Xavi Hernandez and went and got Hansi Flick, mate. Yeah, AC Milan have got rid of multiple managers. Inter have got rid of a manager. Yeah, they got rid of Inzaghi. He went to Saudi. You could go around every single top club in Europe and the world, in fact. Glasgow Rangers, Glasgow Celtic. Yeah, you could go Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, Dortmund. Yeah, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Roma, Atalanta, and
Juventus.
Yeah, they've all changed managers. Yeah, Tottenham, if you want to put them in the bracket. Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, Chelsea have had multiple managers. Tottenham, multiple managers since this guy's been here. Yeah, you could do this in every single league. Benfica, Sporting, and Porto all have different managers. Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV. Yeah, Flamengo, by the way. Yeah, Flamengo with double winning Jorginho. Yeah, he's won the South American version of the Champions League since he's left Arsenal. Oh, and he's also won the league. He is now in the Intercontinental Cup final on Wednesday night against PSG. Yeah. How comes Flamengo never wanted him? They went and got Felipe Luis, who's won 5 trophies in 14 months at that football club. Oh, guess why? Oh, because he managed their reserve teams first. Yeah, every top club, you could do this. Botafogo. Yeah, you could do every single top club. Santos, all these teams around the world. Not one of them has come in for this guy. Not one of them. So when these people are sitting out here saying every top club would want him, no, they don't. Nobody's bid for him, mate. Nobody's gone, oh, but he's already got a contract. Yeah, so did Ruben Amorim, mate. So did Thomas Frank, mate. So did Graham Potter, mate. Why has nobody come in and said, let us get this generational manager out of his contract? Because he's only got a year left, 18 months left. It only cost about 20 mil. Well, Tottenham paid 15 for Thomas Frank. Surely there's big clubs around the world that will pay 20 million for Super Duper Mig. Not one. Yeah, the whole thing.
You know what?
Is how they back this guy. Yeah, and sorry, one more thing, Kenny. Sorry. He goes, yeah, the only thing that will stop Arteta winning is injuries, but everyone gets injuries. So why'd you mention it then? Why did you mention injuries? Spain have changed their manager multiple times. England have changed their manager. Yeah, Germany have changed their manager. Italy have changed their manager. The USA have changed their manager. Every nation, every fucking team in Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, all the top clubs have changed managers since he's had the job. Argentina,
yeah,
they've all changed managers. Al Nasir, Al Ittihad, Al Ali, yeah, fucking Al Hilal. They've all changed managers since he's had the job. Every single job was available. Not one of them came in for him. Why? But everyone will tell you that this guy is generational and he will come good. Please tell me what fucking century, mate. Yeah, I'm waiting. Because if you don't win in, even Sweden have changed manager and Potter got that job.
Hey, Atlanta United. We went and got the old manager back.
Benfica went and got their manager back that won him a league that they handed out the club because he weren't no good. Man like Schmitty, yeah, won a cup and they still fired his ass. Why didn't they go and get him? Why did they go and get Jose Mourinho instead? Washed. Why did AC Milan, 7 times Champions League winners, go and get a washed Allegri, who, by the way, is in a cup semi-final tomorrow?
Hey, Rico's
quarterfinal or whatever.
Look at Rico. 17. Watford had 17 managers in 5 years.
There you go. Why is every single club, changed managers, but nobody wants him? Why? Maybe they've approached him and the club said no. Well, why wouldn't that have been highlighted then? Why didn't Bayern Munich want him? They wanted company. Why? He finished 19th. Got relegated. Why did they want company instead of him? It's Bayern Munich, mate. Yet nobody wants him. All this PR around this guy is a fucking disgrace.
And he plays up to it. That's the crazy. That's the thing about it. He feeds off of it. Off of it.
Celtic lost that cup final yesterday. It's a St. Mirren. Yeah, that manager has had that job 3 games and lost all 3 of them. Do you know what the Celtic fans did last night? Protest outside the fucking stadium.
Yeah, he got 2 more losses, and that's it. He out the door.
He should be gone already. Yeah, he should be gone already. How do you lose a cup final to St. fucking Mirren, mate? Yeah, like real talk. Fergie won them the 2nd division back in the 80s when he was 32 years old. Yeah, then got the Aberdeen job. How do you get to a cup final? You've got Martin O'Neill doing bits. You're doing all right. Yeah, you get rid of him for this guy. This guy comes in, gets banged at home against Hearts, who then go clear again. Yeah, when you could have leveled up. He gets slapped at home by Roma 4-0 in the 2nd game and then loses to St. Mirren. You've wanted a cup final. Bro, he should be out of a job. They were protesting outside the ground last night. Yeah, this is the difference. Northside, very quickly, Ken, because I know you wanted to jump in, yeah? When I was on the stream with Northside last night, Yeah, I say last night, it was early hours of the morning. Northside went outside the hotel he's in at the minute, yeah, to have a cigarette. Yeah, I go bathroom, I come back, and there's some guy standing with him. I was like, who the fuck's this random guy? Yeah, he's an Inter Milan fan. Yeah, Inter Milan fan. Yeah, Albanian, Russian, Italian. He grew up in Italy, but his mum and dad are Albanian, Russian. Yeah, he grew up in Italy and he lives in Barca. North said to me, I said to him, I said, if Inter get rid of the manager they've got now, would you take Cartetta? He went, no. He went, he's shit. I said, well, why'd you say that? He goes, you don't win nothing. You don't win nothing. His brother's an ultra at Inter. Yeah, he goes, good luck coming to Inter in the Champions League. He goes, good luck. He goes, it ain't happening, mate. Yeah,
I would not. I would not.
I swear to God, he said, nope, don't want him. Don't want him. Nobody outside of Arsenal fans rate this manager other than the mainstream media, who must be getting paid a fucking shed ton of money to promote this gimmick. They must be.
I didn't want him as a player. I didn't want him as a player. Jez, Kenny, panic day buy off the back of a United Antwerp.
Right of the 11th hour.
Yeah. I mean,
Breaking news, 1 minute past midnight or 11. Mikola Tekraz got over this. The deal's done. It's over the line. They got the paperwork in. Bro, come on, man. Everything about this manager, yeah, right, is a lie. It looks good from far, but it's far from good. It looks good that we're top, and it is good that we're top. Cool, fantastic. But let's not pretend that this has been a good performances this season. They've been, do you know what it is, yeah? You said, I heard somebody say, I can't remember who it was. Yeah, but can't remember who it was. It was somebody on a podcast. They said, yeah, you know, you have these performances sometimes against Wolves. Yeah, you might get about 3 or 4 of them in a title winning season. Yeah, where you're absolutely well off the pace in a game. Yeah, and you scramble over the line maybe 4 times in the season. Mate, the only good performances we've had are 4 times this season. Yeah, Leeds, yeah, let's not pretend, yeah. That lead, they just folded when it went 2-0. Fair enough. We'll put that one in the tick box, though. Yeah, that's cool. 5-0. Yeah. Let's not pretend that the Forest game was any fucking good. Zubimendi, unless he slaps that, we would probably still be playing now and never score. Yeah, let's just be real with it. And it's slightly deflated. Sick goal. Fantastic. That weren't a good game. That was not a good game. Man United was dog shit. We got away with that. Liverpool were fucking awful. Man City, we were awful. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Fulham, we played all right in that game. If it weren't scintillating, but it was better than what we've witnessed.
Brighton in the cup.
Yeah. Bro, everything we've watched this season, yeah, is leading to the fact, yeah, Chelsea away, 10 men, shit. Yeah, Aston Villa, shit. Wolves, shit. The majority of our games this season, yeah, have been shit. But we've got over the line somehow, which is cool. I understand that, and that's fantastic. The mentality is there to get over the line some way, somehow, yeah? But eventually your luck is going to run out. And we were millimeters away from one of the most embarrassing draws under this manager. Millimeters away. Yeah. Now, if people want to sit there and say, well, why can't you just be happy? Motherfucker, are you happy sitting there spending 100 quid to go and watch that live? Yeah. Are you sitting there happy? Yeah. When you're seeing Ben White play 4 games in a week, when you know he's just come back from an injury? Are you happy hearing your manager say we had to risk Saliba when we've already got Gabby out injured? Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. When your manager sits there last season saying, well, Timber sits there last season. Well, I could barely walk. Yeah. I could barely walk before the second leg and he still played me. He said it on a podcast. Are you happy? Yeah. That 29 goes 30 games. We have to give him 50 games before we can judge him. Are you happy that our captain is basically playing as a fucking quarterback? Yeah, when he's a number 10. Are you happy that Eze, it ain't all worked out yet, mate? Are you happy that our striker has scored 4 goals this season? Yeah, are you happy that Saka's hamstring's hanging off a bone and he's come mad predictable? Are you happy that Martinelli, yeah, can't fucking pass a ball? Yeah, are you happy that Trossard's injured again? Yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, cool. Be happy. You keep being happy sitting top in December. Yeah, come May, I don't want to hear no excuses. Yeah, if he don't win it, fuck off.
Well said.
Cheers.
Declan's done by January, by the way. Declan will be done by January. He is blowing out of his arse, mate. He is running on fumes, that guy. Yeah, that guy, yeah, I swear down, yeah, walked off that pitch with the ump. Yeah, what he fucking should do. Don't you dare ever turn your back on a shot ever or cross ever again. Yeah, this guy's giving it the mentality and all of that after the second goal. Yeah, and walking off to the centre circle while all these dickheads are celebrating and jumping around like they've won the World Cup or won the league already, right? Not only, yeah, and then you've got, I wish I could play the clip, man. It's so fucking jarring. Yeah, everyone's blaming Odegaard and Saka for not pressing the guy who crossed the ball in for their equaliser. Watch Declan Rice. They've all stood there. Saka's here. The guy's there. Odegaard's here. They just stand there. Declan Rice just stands there, turns his back and ducks. And Capira gets out, jumped. The Ecuadorian butcher.
Hey, Lee, what game does that
and
sound
the goals
like?
In the back of the net.
What game does that sound like?
Oh, that sounds like Sunderland. Yeah, and guess what? Here's another one before I shut my mouth, yeah? Here's another one. Why is it, yeah? We're playing against a team that are statistically the worst ever in Prem history at this point of a season. Why is it we are letting them have the fucking ball with 10 minutes to play? Why? We did the same against Sunderland.
You know why? Because we showed, as soon as I said it in the broadcast, when that manager looked over and he saw, hey, man, they putting Odegaard on the pitch. We can overrun the midfield. What happened?
What happened was, even though we had all the players behind the ball, pretty much, one pass was going straight through our team. We were saying it, mate. I was like, how the fuck are they passing straight through our midfield just like that? Why were we not pressing them? That was an instruction by this manager. Do not press them, because if we press them, yeah, there's an instance in that game, yeah, where Jesus, yeah, right, was 15 fucking yards away from the geezer on the ball. Didn't even bother trying to press him. Yeah, Odegaard, Saka, Rice never tried to press the guy who crossed the ball into the box. They got told, because let's not take the piss here, this manager, and sorry, I will shut up after this, this manager is all singing, all dancing action, man, Lego head on the touchline, fucking in planes and doing all the fucking this and that, big fish, little fish, cardboard box, all that crap. Yeah, cool, mate. You're telling me then, if these players weren't doing his instructions, he wouldn't have been standing there kicking off. Because he would have been. We would have seen him mad animated. Instead, he looked glum face because he knew the goal was coming. We knew the goal was coming. Kenny, you knew the goal was coming. The fans around you knew the goal was coming. Yeah, let's just be real with it. We all knew the goal was coming. Yeah, this is an instruction by this manager because he thinks he's slick. Yeah, and he thinks that defense will bail him out. Well, it fucking very, very, very nearly didn't against Wolverhampton Wanderers. It didn't against Sunderland. It didn't against Chelsea. It didn't against Man City. It didn't against Liverpool. Didn't against, well, it did just about against Man United. Yeah. And our players are running on fumes. Yeah. When Declan goes down, he ain't seeing January, mate. I'll be shocked if that guy starts any games in January. That guy is fucked.
I want to see what he's going to do when Norgard goes back there on defense in a couple of weeks.
Why didn't he play him there at the weekend instead of risking Saliba?
Well, he had Saliba at right back. At one
Why
point
did he risk Ben White at left back instead of playing Skelly? It's Wolves.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kenny. Sorry, mate. I'll shut up now.
I think basically what the situation reminded Mikel Arteta. Look, if he goes to Real Madrid, if they get rid of Xabi Alonso and he goes to Real Madrid, well, they're getting the same sort of thing. So it didn't work with Xabi Alonso. They're just getting a Xabi Alonso Mark II. So that was always going to be a non-starter in terms of him getting job. Another thing as well, I think certain coaches, maybe clubs, think getting an Arsenal manager is a waste of time because we make it so cushy for managers. Managers don't want to leave it because it's like a job for life. Mikel Arteta is going to be no different. And most importantly as well, his style of football is not pleasing in the eye. You know, the big teams, especially, you know, maybe your Barcelonas, Real Madrids, your Man Cities, all those big clubs, they want attacking football. People fed up with this Pep kind of pressing, you know, counter-pressing, you know, getting in positions, making sure compact, you know, dominating the game through possession, but not actually being direct. No, the people now want a Francesco now. They want Francesco because Francesco's saying the right things.
Yeah, we can't go a podcast without him getting rattled by Cesc.
But it's true. But you think that Frances is more, people like Frances because Frances is promising to drag us away from the, pet-like domination where it's going to be attacking football, not possession, not total football. And that's what I think coaches want. But in terms of Arsenal itself, we have to be honest. And I know hindsight is 2020. A lot of people thought that when we got all these, personnel on the team, that we got the best squad ever. Yeah, on paper we have. But if you've still got a trusted first 11 and the players that you've got on the bench don't get games because the manager doesn't trust them tactically, it means nothing. They're going to get run to the ground because I was saying that I knew Rice would get run to the ground because we have a system where Rice is basically the heartbeat of our side. So if he doesn't play, you notice it. We look significantly weaker. Saka picks himself. It's Saka's team. And then you've got a situation with our defenders. And, Timber's now vital as well. So those kind of players pick themselves. They are going to get run in the ground. But another thing as well, you think about the time when everyone was making us the favourites after Liverpool dropped points, after City dropped points. Who did we play? Who did we in the league? Who did we name a top side we actually played and beat? Come on. All right, Newcastle was a fantastic performance. Fulham, I was at Craven Cottage. When they went a goal down, they didn't get any bodies forward. They still had about 2 or 3 players forward. They weren't good enough to press us. Anyone else? Any other game? West Ham? What? West Ham just had a new manager that put men behind the ball. It's only the only time we got a game with Sunderland and we struggled. And since then, teams have worked us out because one, they know we're running on empty, and that Declan Rice is, as on his life. So they know Saka's predictable, but they know he's tired. We've basically peaked too early, and that we're going to have to suffer for a bit. And then maybe in the new year we could have another 2024 Dubai, because I don't see us having enough energy to beat Everton. Yeah, Everton have got players out. They've got Ndai, they've got Gay in Africa. Apparently, I'm hearing Greece is at Dewsbury Hall. I mean, Dewsbury Hall, who's he, mate? Good player, but is he? Something's wrong when we're saying Dewsbury Hall is like the next coming of football. I mean, he couldn't get a game at Chelsea, and he was at Leicester, so it says a lot. But Everton and their own ground, even though they're not all that, they're going to fancy their chances. Brighton, who have dropped off, and basically have got injuries as well. They're going to look at that Wolves game and think, hang on, we can get at these. And Villa, we'd be lucky to get a point against Villa, because I think it's a combination of us being worked out and us running out on empty. And that's the way things are going to be for a long, long time. We're going to need a lot. Gabriel and Magalhaes back. The sooner he comes back, the better, because from set pieces, we're going to look the part again. But the biggest elephant in the room is we're not creative enough. Even though we've got creative players, our goal output from open play is a joke. It's a joke. It's bad. Our set piece king, when our set piece king's not around, i.e. Gabriel and Magalhaes, we're ordinary.
I'm sorry to jump in there. I've literally just opened Twitter, yeah. Right. And I've just seen Gabriel Magalhaes. Igal tweeted the video of him in a Corinthians shirt, watching Corinthians qualify for a cup final, and he's jumping around like he's won the cup final with Corinthians. That's obviously his former club. Almost like they can qualify for a final, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and he's posted on his Instagram page, and he's jumping around, singing and dancing with the TV in the background because Corinthians are qualified for the Brazilian League Cup final. Cool. How about you get fit, mate? How about that?
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, let me tell you something around. You should probably do another injury, mate.
Hey, look, that's going to be his lot at Arsenal. We're going to have secondary injuries because of the way we play and the lack of time. Arteta's theme is we must win our duels. To win your duels, you've got to be physically on it. You've got to run, press, play with a lot of intensity. And it's not just Arsenal, it's modern football in general. Obviously, with the amount of games we play, with little rest, you're going to see injuries left, right and centre. Not just us, but a lot of people. But we'll be the most affected by it because tactically, he doesn't trust Eze. He doesn't rate Odegaard. Madueke, not sure about Manuel. Ethan Ranieri, forget about that. Miles Lewis-Skelly doesn't rate tactically either. So the best players in the first 11 will be running the ground, and that will cost us a title, guys.
Yeah, it started already. Yeah, if Declan goes down, we're fucked. I'm going to play this. If I get done for copyright, I don't give a fuck. I need to play this clip. Yeah, because this has been jarring me since I see it. Yeah, it's been pissing me off since I see it, mate. Yeah, man said, let him celebrate closest he'll see to winning a trophy.
Ah, Lord.
Yeah, I'll play the clip of him in a minute as well. Yeah, watch this. I don't care if I get done for copyright, guys. This is, yeah, Odegaard being scapegoated here, by the way. Yeah, Odegaard and Saka. Keep your eyes on Saka and Odegaard. Right, well, cool. That's as the ball gets cleared out, yeah? There is Declan Rice, right there. There is our captain. That's Bukayo Saka, obviously. Make sure that's turned down. Watch this. But this is a 1 minute 14. I'm not going to play the whole clip here because it's loads of celebrations, replays, all that bullshit. I'll fast forward a bit of it so you can see Declan turn his back on it, yeah?
Drops his header out of the penalty area.
Right. Let me turn that fucking volume down. Right there. How the fuck do you get across him from there? Odegaard's there. So he's in front of this man, which is his man. That's his man. Yeah, Declan's thinking we'll do our stick or twist because he's got him. He can press, but he's on the overlap, so he might have to take him. Saka could then take him. I might have to go and press him. Yeah, because if he overlaps him around there, yeah, Saka's going to have to go with him. Yeah, and that's Timber there. He's going to have to go with this guy. So Declan would have to come forward with this guy if he keeps the ball, right? Or you'd think so anyway. Watch this. Watch the fucking state of this. I'm going to have to keep pausing it, otherwise I will get fucked for copyright. He's asking for the ball there. Timber's square onto him, so that's a good position. If he gets the ball, he can intercept. This guy's a problem because now he's causing overlap. Saka's engaged. There should be communication between these three right here. Yeah, he's forgotten he's behind him, by the way, as it stands right there, yeah? Now watch this.
Moses parting the Red Sea.
What the fuck am I watching? And who is marking this guy? Who has allowed this guy in the 90th minute to stand wide open in our penalty box?
Lee, this is going to be here all year. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Guys, that is the last sequence of play. There was that didn't start there. It started
about a minute before.
No, it started about a couple of minutes before where they hemmed us in. Every time they put crosses in, we couldn't get the ball away, and it kept on coming back to a Wolves player. Yeah. And then when they were spreading it, that's when they found space, because what they did is that they dragged their task players out of position. Declan doesn't know whether to go for the ball or mark the guy who's going to get across. So they played us well. As I said before, getting bodies forward. Doesn't matter how great our defence is or how they say it is. You get bodies forward and you get movement, we will capitulate. And it's not just us, any team will capitulate. And that's why I always say, when you say we've got the best defence in the world and the best defence in Europe in the league, it's because no one tests us.
Right, now watch this.
West Ham did not test us. Fulham did not test us. The games where for Crystal Palace were pathetic. Brentford were pathetic, but Crystal Palace pathetic. This Crystal Palace, everyone's saying, "Oh, look at this big team." They just came to keep the score down. They didn't come when they went a goal down in the first half. Did you see them in the second half get bodies forward?
You know what? This is going to be. You hit on a good point there when you talk about these teams that don't come forward. This is why, Lee, when we were talking the other night, and I said that any team that's relegation or fighting to stay out of relegation, and we had to play them, we're in trouble, because they're going to be trying to get something out of the game. And if they're trying to get something out of the game, then that poses a problem for us.
Facts. Watch this. So you can't be asked to walk up there and put your body on the line, mate, as the captain of our football club. You're the star boy. in his 7th year of professional football at our football club, who's about to get a 300 grand a week contract. And you're the captain in the making, allegedly. Cool. Watch this. I'll put it in halftime speed, yeah? Look, ducks his back. What are you doing, mate? Why are you ducking? Why is he ducking out of the fucking way? Why is Saliba, on his heels as this guy, is making a run on his tippy toes? Why? What is Trossard doing? Look at the state of this. Oh, shit, we're fucked. What's Marino doing, by the way? Look at the state of that. This is in the last minute of the game. What is he doing? Look at the state of this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the box, 4 players just outside the box, Jesus coming back in and the keeper. Everyone's there. How the fuck did they score that goal? Look at the state of the Ecuadorian butcher. Marino on his heels. Trossard's already gone, fuck, it's a goal. He's already gone, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, this is pathetic, mate. If I take this further, you'll see Declan cutting out the way. Watch this. Right here. Right? So Declan's gone to cut this lane off here, allegedly, from what I'm seeing, yeah? This captain, should be talking to him, and he should be talking to him, and they should all be talking to each other. One of you go and fucking press him. Instead, no. None of that, mate. Look at the captain. Why did he go to the left? Right there. Why did he go to the left? Watch him again. Watch the captain again. Look. He's behind this player here. Watch his step to the left. He gets out of the way. Declan Rice, what are you doing? Saka, what are you doing? The butcher. Okay, mate. Marino's just marking space. Good one, mate. And he's wide open. This is a shit show. Look, he ducks out the way again to the left. Saka just stands still. Declan stands still. And now, if it fucking plays, why didn't it play him? Oh, it's in halftime speed. That's why. What the fuck is Declan doing? What is he doing? And how comes the Ecuadorian butcher is now not touch tight anymore? Because he was right on him a second ago. Why ain't he now? He's allowed that guy to have a yard on him.
You know what I find concerning about this, Lee? You didn't even catch this. Go back a few seconds. Just go back a few seconds here. Kenny, you get a kick out of this. Jizz, y'all enjoy it. Start right, hold right there. Go ahead and play a little bit. Go ahead and play forward a little bit.
It's on halftime, yeah?
Yeah,
halftime
that's fine. Yeah.
Tell me when to pause.
Hold it about right. Right, get ready. Now, stop right there. Look at the bottom of your screen at number 15.
Yep, wide open back stick. Where's Skelly?
Yeah, Skelly's right there, but watch Skelly the entire time. Go ahead and play through it and just keep your eye on Skelly. See, when we play Holland, this is how they score goals right here.
Skelly ain't even seen him.
Hadn't even seen him. Doesn't even know he's there. By the time he knew it was too late.
Yep. It's a shambles, isn't it?
All it takes is, I told Kenny just said it, all it takes is a team to try. All you got to do is try. If you try, there's a possibility you could beat us. If you try. If you come forward, you could probably.
Odegaard's doing the in-betweeners dance again. He's shuffling to the left.
Just like last season.
Static. Yeah, do you know what that was like? That was exactly the same, Kenny, yeah, as the fucking equaliser at Sunderland. Yeah, the only difference is it was Trossard instead of Odegaard. It was still Saka. Saka just put his foot up in the air, didn't even press. Trossard crouches down, and then bang, goal.
Yeah, but we saw that last season. The last season, which we call like the no-show, we were conceding goals like that last season. You think about the goal we conceding against Brentford at the Emirates, the goals we conceded, you know what I mean, where teams are getting bodies forward, and that's a situation because what they're doing is that they're forcing us, because you know what we like to do at Arsenal is that we like to pace ourselves. Because you noticed in the games we've won, first half, fill the team out, get to know your team. Then in the second half,
That's a fine.
That's when we up the gears. But they're forcing us to play full gear in the first half.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is they're matching us athletically.
Yep.
Because they know that if they stay in the game, then they can get bodies forward when we tire. And we haven't got a dominant centre half because Magalhaes ain't there. So they're thinking, you know what? Let's go for him now. This might improve. Might improve in in the new year.
Are we going to beat the Chelsea record because we've got another 22 games to go?
No,
we've conceded 4 goals.
I stand a bit corrected because on your fan cam I said that since Sunderland we've in the league we've let in goals. No, we didn't. We didn't. So 1 goal was right. It's Brentford, but we'll be conceding
every other
goals.
game other than Brentford, we've conceded a goal.
Yeah, but you know what? Even with Gabriel Magalhaes back in the side, we're still going to we're still going to get bodies forward. If the opposition get bodies forward, we're still going to struggle because they're being more ambitious. Because the reason why our defence we're looking $1 million is because in front of them we were working hard, we were pressing. Declan Rice was basically running marathons every 5 seconds, every half an hour during the match. That's not possible now because right now we're running on empty. So we are going to invite more pressure, and that's where, again, you wonder, well, why aren't we using Norgard? Why aren't we freshen up a bit? But because this manager doesn't trust certain players tactically.
Yeah, but how can you not trust him against the worst team in the league? And big up Ryan, he's a Wolves fan, yeah? He said we had Strand Larsen up front. We're basically playing with 10 men. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, let me grab these 2 super chats real quick. Toluca won the title last night, but it takes time. That's back-to-back, by the way. Yeah, they've done it last year at this time. I remember watching it. I think me and you watched it, mate.
We watched it together.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, they won last night. I think they won on penalties. So, I can't remember. It went to a penalty shootout or whatever. Maybe it was a cup. Maybe not a title. It was a cup. Either way. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. Big up YOLO, bro. Big up B. I won't forgive the fan base disrespecting Adams. Yeah, Tony Adams said it. Yeah, that was the bookmarked one above it. Yeah, I think Arteta's got a really big call to make this year. This was months ago he said this. And he hasn't done it. And the call is to make Declan Rice captain. Yeah, the comments on that post that this guy's put out 10 hours ago or whatever, are, where is it? Where's one of the comments that I want? Thank God Tony Adams is not our coach. There's a reason Odegaard got the captaincy at 23 years old and at 22-year-old for Arsenal and Norway, respectively. Yeah, there's so much more about leadership than screaming and yelling at your teammates. Rice should concentrate at improving his game. Cool. What difference will it make other than disrupting the team chemistry? Saka is even ahead of Rice in the pecking order. What are you yapping about? Rice can scream, coordinate, and do whatever he likes without the armband. Gabriel does the same, and it works fine. Well, it don't. We ain't won nothing, mate. Odegaard's not captain by mistake. He's also captain for Norway. The manager is closer to them than most of us. Yeah, this will be counterproductive. Yeah, every single thing is backing this manager's decision. Oh, but the team, decided their captain. How do we know that's even a thing? Well, because the manager told us. How do we know they voted for him?
I think Unai Emery said the same thing with Xhaka when he got the captaincy. The problem is with captaincy, I think the problem we got is that as long as we have foreign managers in English football or foreign managers in charge of the national team, they couldn't give a toss about the captaincy. In England, Britain, we want our captains to be like that. We want them to be like Keane. We want them to be like Adams. We want them to be, shouting the odds.
John Terry.
You know what I mean? John Terry, Keane, Larry, whoever it is, the person who is a leader on the field, he's a manager on the field. That's what we want in English football. However, in the continent, it's just they tend to give the captaincy to the best player, or not the best player in terms of ability, the most high-profile player. Is Cristiano Ronaldo captain? No, but he's captain because he's the most famous player in Portugal. Is Messi a captain? No, because he's the most famous player in Argentina.
Oh, he won another trophy the other day, by the way.
Yeah. But you look at David Beckham. Why did David Beckham get the England captaincy? He's no leader. Never captain Man United. But
it's the most famous player.
Yeah, make that prat Peter Taylor, and then that
I don't know
bless
why
his
he had
soul,
the job, Kenny.
that
That
crook.
fucking
That crook, Sven-Göran Eriksson, going out with, women at the FA. That was the only achievement in football when he was in England. He believed in Stardust. I mean, that idiot was every time he was getting David Beckham to sign things for one of his kids or his kids' friends. That's the sort of garbage you've got to put up with. But that is modern captaincy. Bukayo Saka is captain of Arsenal, vice captain, because he's basically sells the most shirt. Is he a leader? I don't think so. But we just got to smell coffee. Declan Rice will never get the captaincy at our
as
club.
long as
unless we get a
Odegaard and
British
Saka
manager.
are. Yeah,
No,
as long
as
as
long as
Saka and
we get a
Odegaard are.
British manager who's
Yeah,
brought
but none of
up
them are
in
good enough, Kenny. Sorry, none of them are good enough.
I know.
We haven't had an
that's
English manager in the Premier League win it.
All right. But that's the thing. A foreign manager will not give Declan Rice a captaincy because they don't. The captain is something different. The captain is someone who's the face of the club or the most famous player in England.
Or the one with the best
we
PR, which is why Odegaard's got it for club and country because he's got the best PR. He is a perfect little teacher's pet, for this manager because he's a good little boy. He'll do as he's told. We'll keep giving you a pay rise, Martin. You just shut your mouth and be a good boy. Yeah, and he turns up to training. He's very professional. Same with Saka. He's just a good boy. He's a nice boy. They're likable characters. Yeah, they're likable.
Someone's having a go at me about Pep Ball because I've been slagging off Pep. Let me just get this comment up.
There we go. Kenny, Pep Ball's once again making City the top scorers. Only once in the last 10 years has the top scorer's not won the Prem.
Guardiola. That's the original name. Guardiola. There.
I'm going to get
when Pep won the title in 23 and 24, we handed it to him on a plate. And if he wins the title this season, it will be in spite of themselves. It'd be because we ran out of gas and we give them the title. They've only got 3 players that are playing well for them on a consistent basis. Well, 2 players on a consistent basis, Haaland and Donnarumma. Phil Foden's come to the party late, but let's face it, a World Cup's around the corner. Of course he's going to start playing his best football. But if City win it this season, they didn't win it, we lost it again. So that's my response to you, Guardiola.
You know, when we played I just thought that a brain fart. I was getting ready to say something, totally forgot what I was getting ready to say just that quick. It was about Wolves, but I can't remember what I was getting ready to say. What I wanted to say now. It was Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yeah, I think the plan of attack for Wolves was they was going to try to keep that game 0-0 as long as they could. And I think what happened was when they got that goal, when it bounced in off the keeper, it kind of messed up their plan. I think their plan was to actually wait until the latter part of that game and try to smash and grab and get out of there. I mean, just by looking at the way it played out. And this is the problem we're going to run into a lot of. We're seeing it it's almost like we're starting to see it week in, week out now. Because you go all the way back to Sunderland, Villa, smash and grab. Teams are starting to look at us and go, we can get something at the end of the game against Arsenal if we're still in it. And then what happens is we find ourselves in situations where we start losing control of the ball. And then before you know it, they're either drawing or we're having to try to scrape at the very, very last second to get some points. And we're gonna with these games that we've got coming up, because I don't think anybody's looked at this schedule. Nobody has looked at the schedule because we've got some humdingers coming down the pipe for this month, January and February, going into March. And if we're playing like we played against Wolves this past weekend, consistently the way we've been playing, Sunderland, Aston Villa, Wolves, the Aston Villa again. And I'll say it right here, right now. And people are gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. I don't think we're beating Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup.
If we do, that's a 2-legged semi-final next, which will be sandwiched in January. Yeah, sandwiched in January, February, early February. Yeah,
that's too many games. Too many games.
Exactly. But we've got Inter in Jan. Look at the games we've got in Jan, right?
Liverpool's going to midweek. That's going to be shifted to midweek, by the way.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
Liverpool, Portsmouth. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 8 games in January.
Keep going.
Yeah.
8 games in Jan, you know.
Kenny, we've got to play at Christmas, mate. You got to play 27th of December. You love that one, don't you? You love it.
Oh, Kenny loves that. He's going to be loving life against Brighton, mate. He's going to be loving
Gonna
that.
win that game, boy.
Look, we all know why we have games at Christmas, because the Premier League know that they have the advertising themselves, because all the other leagues have used their common sense and not had the games over the period. But in England,
No, it's history. It's
Yes,
history.
tell him, Jez. Tell him. Get him, Jez.
But the thing about it don't benefit like the match going fans if you don't have trains, because not all Arsenal fans live in London, and we don't play Spurs at 11:30 on Boxing anymore. We're playing Brighton. We're playing.
Yeah,
Brighton.
but if you look at the fixtures, Kenny, sorry to butt in there. If you look at the fixtures, though, yeah, 23rd we're at home, 27th we're at home, 30th we're at home, yeah, 8th of Jan we're at home, yeah. The only away game is Bournemouth. Yeah, and let's be real, that ain't a million miles away from London. It's straight down the M25, M23.
Yeah, but I know a woman who comes from Preston to watch us.
Oh yeah, there's people up north that come down and watch us from Manchester and further up than that. Yeah.
But that's the thing. So if you're a season, my beef is it's not so much. All right, there's
These
no
games
trains.
are not a million miles away. Portsmouth.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but there's no trains.
Forest ain't far.
Right, say you're an Arsenal fan, you live in Hertfordshire and Essex, and you come by train. Well, there's no trains for you either. So Hertfordshire and Essex, and they're in London, but there's no trains to come in on Boxing Day. So how are they getting there?
National Express.
No.
No. Yeah. All I'm saying is that the Premier League and National Rail haven't thought this through. But the fact is, the bottom line now is the only reason why we keep these games is money, because you had a lot of foreign influence. You had some of the biggest names in the world managing our teams, and they've complained about the Christmas program. And
Don't complain about the fucking wages, though, do they? Yeah, they don't complain about their wages. They don't complain about their wages, do they?
So, yeah, but the people.
1980, I went to Old Trafford on Boxing Day.
Yeah, but the trains running that day. They're not running. They don't run there. You could.
They do. Come on, man.
There's no train. There's no trains on Boxing Day.
I could get a train from Horsham, where I live, up to Finsbury Park on Boxing Day.
Yeah, because you know what? Because you've got the Gatwick Express, and that opens on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
No, but this is the thing, yeah. If you look at the fixtures we've got, over Christmas into the new year until the end of January, yeah, right. We've got Everton away, obviously, at the weekend, but then we've got a home game against Palace, a home game against Brighton, a home game against Villa, an away game against Bournemouth, which ain't that far away. Yeah. Then we've got a home game against Liverpool. Then an away game against Portsmouth, which again ain't a million miles away from London. Then an away game at Forest, which ain't a million miles away from London either. Yeah. Then Inter away, fair enough. Then Man United at home. Then Kairat at home. Yeah. Then Leeds away. Leeds is the furthest one other than Inter.
You got your screen up, Lee?
So too many games, mate. That's going to be a Achilles heel.
Yeah, but it's the thing. We've got 8 games in January. Cool. You better give Declan a rest at some point. Oh, but when could they give him a rest, guys?
Look, the point I'm trying to make is this, and I know Kenny and I, we always have this debate, right, in a very friendly way, right? It's history. Yeah, I get it, Kenny. I get it. We always used to have Tottenham home or away on Boxing Day, or Chelsea and all that. Very rarely we'd have to go out of London. Right, and I think, in fairness, I think the FA tried to keep it that way.
It's still that now, Jez. Yeah, 23rd, Palace at home, 27th, Brighton at home, 30th, Villa at home.
But there may not be the train service, as Kenny quite rightly says, right? But there are other ways, right?
Football fans find a way.
Well, let me hang on. There are other ways, because the club does put on through the membership coaches.
Facts.
I'm not.
You
saying-
could get a coach through the supporters club that'll pick you up in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick you up at Junction 14 of Milton Keynes at Coachways. Yeah, there's a coach station in Milton Keynes. It'll pick you up there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I still think from a sort of travel thing for access for fans, but I'm thinking about the situation is that we're talking about injuries and blah blah because you could say I'm sorry, but professional football should be able to play 2 games a week and they get paid £500,000 a year, £500,000 a week. That's all fair and good. But when you see accidents like you saw at Euro 2021 with a player who miraculously still playing, that accident you saw in Euro 2021 is because of too much football and with the intensity.
Well, I beg to differ on that one, but that's
And
another stream, Kenny. And I ain't getting
I'm
cancelled
just
anytime
saying,
soon, mate.
I'm just saying.
Let me finish on this one, right?
Mm.
Let me finish it on this one. I always think, right? You're still there in North London, Kenny. You're still there, yeah. You've still got that excitement of living there, and I always said, and I always believed, one of the greatest days of Arsenal football when you live in N5 was Boxing Day or thereabouts, 27th, 28th, whatever, of the year. One of them. Not I'm saying it is the greatest, but it's one of them because you can get to the game, right? You can have a good old time out, meet up with your buddies after Christmas. You can get to the pub, get pissed up. I know you don't drink, Kenny, but you know that's fair play. And have a good day out, meet up, chill out because you're not with family, or maybe, but whatever. And you have a good day out. You know, so I still think, I know you disagree with me, and we'll always argue this one in a friendly way, but I still think Boxing Day football is one of the best days out. Sorry. There we go.
I didn't even deep that, by the way. I didn't even deep that. Yeah, that's his 6-year anniversary. We play Everton this weekend.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's
almost like the PR has fucking PR'd its way into existence again, isn't it? Oh my God.
Was his first proper game Everton away as well?
No, it's his first game was.
Yeah, it was. It was Everton away.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember when AFTV well, basically when I was watching it at home, I could hear the abuse towards AFTV.
Yeah, his first away game was Everton. I swear it was.
Yeah, because I think a certain person was accused by a certain fan of hiding in the toilets when it got heated.
On that bombshell, we'll probably have to wrap up because these games gone, Jez, go on. These games are kicking off.
There's one question, right?
Yes.
Christmas is a great occasion. I love it. I mean, I'm geared up for it, getting excited already. Got the grandkids, daughters coming, right? There'll be chaos, loads of food, loads of drink.
Of course.
Complete carnage. But when you go
James Bond film.
I hate James Bond, but yeah, there you go.
What's Sound of Music?
No, I'll be watching Harry Potter upstairs. I expect.
I ain't watching that either.
Oh well, whatever.
Home Alone. That's the only one I watch.
I watched that. Funny enough,
and only 1 and 2. The rest are shit.
Yeah, I watched it. Funny enough, with my granddaughter the other night. Week ago. Anyway, Ken. Right, you're gonna be at home with your family, having a great time, doing whatever you're doing. Right, I know you would want to be out on Boxing Day or the 27th at football. You're gonna think, "Fuck, I just want to get out of here."
Yeah, that is partly true, but I think.
Come on, admit it.
You know what it is.
Go on, come on. You draw him out, Jez. Get the out of him.
I won't lie. When I was younger, I couldn't wait to get to football. But I think you know what the problem is. You know what the problem is. The air miles on the sort of like the air miles on the computer. Just all what I say is the miles on the car. You know, I think the car's a bit tired there.
Jez, Kenny, Matty, chat. If everyone can make it for fucking 3 a.m. queuing outside next clothes shop for fucking £2 discount on a t-shirt,
They can make it for
yeah,
football.
they can make it for football, innit? Exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
Boxing Day next sale. Yeah, all right, mate. Good one. It's like a fucking
Oh, you
jumble
are.
sale.
I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be.
I do understand that. I think that if you live in if you're one of our cousins abroad, and you know you're not getting any football in your particular country, of course you're gonna think, oh bloody hell, mate, I've got some juicy games here. I've got Man United, Newcastle. I've got Arsenal versus Bolton, Arsenal versus Brighton. I've got Crystal Palace, Spurs. I get that. I do get that.
Kenny,
I've had arguments like this for years.
I used to be
Swerved
extremely
my
excited.
question, Kenny, you swerved me.
The AFCON's on, Kenny. Algeria play on Christmas Eve.
You swerved me, Ken, because at the end of the day, right? No, come on, be fair. Come on.
On Christmas Day,
I
the
feel
Saudi
so
league's
strongly
on
about
as
it
well.
now.
Fuck it, we will be there.
I feel so strongly about it that I think that I'll go and watch it because I love football. But I generally think that those games shouldn't be on.
Point to me. You lost that one, Kenny. Sorry.
All the other leagues are on, Kenny. League One, Nations, National League, League
No, but I'm
Two,
talking about the
Championship.
other European League. Yeah, but the fact is that those other leagues, League One, the Championship. Yeah, I can understand from their perspective. They do because of the money that they can make from boxing. I get that, but I think that the Premiership really need the money.
No, but they love the PR, Kenny. Yeah, they love the PR. They love the exposure because, and I was saying this on the stream the other day. Yeah, if I run a business, right, and my competition was Serie A, for example, yeah, in the same, like they were the biggest. Them La Liga, Bundesliga, all the other leagues, like they're my competition. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to overpay for all of their best staff to come and work for my company. Yeah, which is what the Premier League does. Yeah, then what happens off of the back of that, you then become the biggest. Yeah, in terms of people going to buy shit from your company. That is the Premier League. It has the most eyes on it because they overpay for all the foreign imports.
You're spot on. But what I have heard that this gets discussed every year, and every year the arguments you just pose get put in it, and it gets put on the back burner. But this is something that is being discussed at the highest level, where they're not so much concerned about fans' access, although that is part of it. They're concerned with the amount of games, and it's the clubs and the managers
your squad's better then
who want the rest. But again, their paymasters are Sky Sports and their paymasters are NBC, especially NBC in the United States, and all the other massive channels being in sport, which are the biggest players. They're probably to pay just as much as Sky, being in sport and NBC.
There's football on Christmas Day as well. Saudi league's on.
There's
loads of leagues on. Yeah, there's loads of leagues on.
But I'm talking about the major European leagues, though.
Yeah, the Cup of Nations is on Christmas Eve. Yeah, Cameroon play Gabon on Christmas Eve.
No,
there's games on Christmas Day. There's games every day of the year, pretty much. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, like I understand what you're saying, Kenny. Yeah, like because you've been doing this for donkey's years, isn't it? Yeah, and it's like the older you get, the more worn out you get, isn't it? You've had enough. Kenny's had enough. He's seen it all, lads. Yeah, but I like Christmas football. Yeah, the games are literally constant all day. Yeah, fuck Christmas Day. I would just want Boxing Day football because you always get some dodgy result. The amount of times Aston Villa used to beat Chelsea on Boxing Day was crazy. Like, there's always been some sus result.
Haven't we? West Ham, well, it wasn't quite Boxing Day 2 seasons ago, but West Ham actually turned us out. West Ham put
was that a 2-0?
Yeah, they put everyone behind the ball, 1-2-0, and they missed a penalty to go 3-0.
Oh yeah, Declan gave the penalty away. Declan English.
Yeah, Declan Rice.
Well, listen, we're gonna wrap. Go on, Jezza.
The thing is, right, Kenny, right, let's go back a few centuries in our time.
Yes.
right? You know, right?
I mean,
In
decades, Jez.
exercise,
Decades, centuries. Fucking how old are you, Jez?
I mean, Kenny, we've been around. You know what I mean?
300 years.
You go down to Highbury, right?
Mm.
Boxing Day or whatever, yeah. And you get down. You know, you loved it, right? You get down there. We're playing whoever, yeah, Tottenham, Chelsea, whoever
Yeah.
it was. You're getting down there when you were around about 18, 19, yeah.
Yes.
You're out the house, right? And you're thinking, yes, I'm going down. I'm going back down to Highbury. And you get down there, you meet up with your buddies, and you're having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hang on, I don't know if you used to drink back then. And you go in the pub or whatever, and then you go to the game as it was in the North Bank. You were there, jam packed, like that, sardines in a tin. Great day out. You come out back in the pub, right? You walk back or get home, however you did. I can remember many a time.
What's the same?
North Bank, right? Going down to the old, what's it fucking called? It's gone now. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And getting in there and walking out there 9 o'clock at night, absolutely smashed out of my face.
Don't go home and eat the rest of the turkey from the day before.
I've been there. I mean, I remember a game. I remember a game when the 26th of December 2001. We beat Chelsea 2-1. It was an early kickoff. Big Frank put them 1-0 up. Sol Campbell equalised his first goal for Arsenal. Yeah, we won 2-1.
Oh my days, Man United all over this fucking mob.
Yeah,
They should be throwing up already.
It's a great day out, Kenny. Come on.
It is fantastic. It's just, I don't know. I look at the situation that, the access for fans. I talk to fans who don't live in London but have got season tickets and just find it hard to get to the games. And I think, well, these are now my peers, and I'm thinking, well, hang on, what is the Premier League doing for them? Why aren't they going to British Rail? I'm thinking, hang on, let's sort this out. Because British Rail.
How about book a hotel about 7 months in advance and just have a night out in London the night before? Spend Christmas in London. How about
that? Yeah, but that's the thing. But like the reason why British Rail don't run these trains is because they don't get overtime. They won't pay them overtime. That's all it is. Simple. They expect them to, because remember trains used to be open on Christmas Day and and Boxing Day, but because they won't get the overtime, they're saying no chance. I don't blame them, to be honest.
I think Kenny, you and I will have to disagree to agree, because I'm right. At the end of the day, I mean, we've talked about this now for 10 minutes. You're going to walk away, and in another 5 minutes, you're going to turn around and say, Jez is right.
Well, you are right up to a point, because I'm going to be going to the game against Brighton anyway. You are right up to a point. And I've never not gone to those games under protest. I just think, well, should we do something different? See, I'm choosing my words carefully now. First it was cancelling, now it's do something different.
Right, exactly. There you go. Right, on that bombshell, September Semenyo is taking long throw-ins for Bournemouth. Man United should be about 2 or 3-0 up already after 10 minutes. Yeah. And corner for Semenyo is taking long throw-ins. Yes, I repeat, Semenyo is taking long throw-ins, guys. Yeah, so maybe Super Duper Mick will put a bid in for about 99 million quid in January. Yeah, on that bombshell. This has been sick. I'm doing the Vallecano versus Betis game. Betis have already had an injury. Beltran's on. Yeah, and this Man United game, Man United have started rapid, but Bournemouth have got a corner. Man United have been bopping the ball around pretty quick as well. Corner's about to be whipped in from Clivert. Cleared. Well, they got it back. But listen, this has been good. This is, I'm going to be on the watch along literally in about 2 minutes. And then I'm done for the day. Tomorrow I'm back with Rants. He's not doing the watch along tonight. I think he's at Ballers League or something, he was saying.
I'll tell you what, he got robbed. He got robbed in his fight.
Thank you.
He got robbed.
I'm glad you say that. And you know boxing inside out, Kenny. Did you watch his breakdown? I watched it today.
I saw some. I saw the highlights of the fight. And I thought, hang on here.
If you get an hour, yeah, hour or so, yeah, or 45 minutes. The guy held him 25 times in 10 minutes in over 5 rounds. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kenny. You watch boxing and you know a fuck ton more.
You know what? To be honest, if I was
25
fighting
holds.
yeah, but you know something. If I was fighting someone at Rudd and he was quick, that's exactly what I'd do to him. I'll be holding him, throw it down, and using my reach. But because he's quicker and faster, 100% he's not. I'm not giving him no leverage. I've done the same thing to him, without a shadow of doubt. And I know that I've seen so many fights like that where referees and judges actually, because it's like that, they don't actually mark down the guy that's basically cheating. They actually, in some instances, the guy that cheats wins the fight.
Well, they said to him that going into the last round.
Yeah, because the guy who's trying to get his punches off don't get his punches off, whilst the guy who's holding.
Why don't you just kick him in the buttocks? That's the end of the game, isn't it?
The guy, yeah, the guy, they were sold going into the 5th round because it was 5 rounds. What a cross! 1-0 United, lucky bastards. Yeah, good cross though. But they were told it was a draw going into the final round. Yeah, so Runts put his guard up here, so the guy couldn't clock him. It was just hitting the pads. Yeah, he done 3 jabs in a row, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and then a little bit later in that round, he fucking clarted him with a left hook, bro. I swear, you could see the guy was stumbling. Yeah, and apparently it was still a draw. Yeah, like come on, yeah, Ken, if you get a bit of time, yeah, like 45 minutes to an hour or so, it's an hour and 30-minute long stream, yeah. But he done a reaction to it, yeah. Watch it. You know boxing better than I do, yeah. But this is I actually said it on the watch on because the server for the stream that I paid for died. Yeah, everything about that was a shit show, bro. Right? The referee, the people that set it up, yeah, Gunman Boxing didn't even know who the ref or the judges were, and the ref was one of the judges, right? That might be offside. I think he's on though. Might be off.
No, they think it's handball, innit? They think he touched his hand. He didn't touch his hand at all, Kunya.
Nah, never touched his hand. Nah, he's on. He's onside. Yeah, he's onside. But anyway, my point is, if you get 45 minutes, just go and have a look at it. Yeah, you know boxing better than I do, Kenny. Yeah, yeah. And for me, he did put his hand towards the ball, but he never touched the ball in total at all. He never touched the ball at all. Anyway, fuck all that. We're going to get onto these watch-alongs now. I'm done. Yeah, Vallecano 0-0 at the moment. Good game as well, end to end. And this Man United game, they've started quick. They fully deserve to be winning as well. But Jezza, centuries old. Jezza, this is why you're the godfather, mate. Not decades, centuries. Shout your channel out, mate. What you got coming up? Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's Arsenal no, what's it called? No, Jez's Arsenal. Tomorrow night is the Arsenal Ultimate Quiz.
Thank you.
With the guests, King Kenny with the crown is up against Shane.
I've got a pen up there. Just need to find some paper. Got a pen.
Right, okay. With Shane, you're up against Kyle, and maybe if he turns up, Positive Dan. But yeah,
been
an interesting night. Interesting
popcorn out for that one.
And I swear down, Kenny, there's some fucking shit questions in there.
Are they Arsenal questions or general knowledge?
They're all Arsenal. Every question is Arsenal. Everyone is Arsenal. And I swear down, there's about
some revision then.
4 or 5 in there are absolute headbangers. I wouldn't know the answers unless I looked them up, to be honest. But there we go.
Well, that's why you're a quiz master, Jez. Make sure you sub to Jezza, man. Link pinned. Kenny, always love, man. Always love. You will appreciate Boxing Day football once again at some point. I guarantee you'll be watching Man United on Boxing Day, wouldn't you?
If I can find it, if I can find it,
it's on Amazon Prime, I think.
No, it's not. It's on Sky Sports because it's a Friday.
Oh, see, he's already checked it, Jez. See,
no. The only reason why we don't have Boxing Day matches is because of the deal they have with our cousins abroad, where because it's a Saturday program.
It's Vallecano game. I beg you saw that.
Because it's a Saturday program, they got to have the 3 o'clocks. So on a Saturday. And then
Oh, that would have
Friday,
been
so they have a deal on a Friday. They can't have Friday. They can only have one game on a Friday as per the deal. That's the
Kenny,
reason
I'm
why.
2-0 up. I'm 2-0 up, by the way.
Yeah, Kenny,
yeah.
winners win, losers explain, mate.
Yeah, but come on. If you're a football fan and Man United and Newcastle on and both play interesting football, of course I want to watch it.
Okay, fantastic.
But I just don't think
That's
that's
3-0, Jez. Jez is just back to Hattie. A 9-minute Hattie. I have big ups to you, Kenny. Obviously you're on the quiz. You got any other shows coming up this week?
Me?
I've got
Kenny.
one with
You as well,
DG
Jez.
because I think that's a Wednesday. And that's about it, really. Obviously, we don't know what's happening with DJB, so I just hope everything's all right with his mum.
Yeah, bless. Matty, always love, man. Always love. And
This is what we've got coming up tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Matty,
dear.
your fucking title with some thumbnails kill me, man.
This is what we've got coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk about this.
The Walking Dead one kill me. That's the best one, yeah.
You want to make sure you want to watch this one because I'm taking direct aim at somebody tomorrow. So you can be there tomorrow. It is. I want to see if I got my time right. It'll be 11:45 UK time tomorrow.
Well, AM or PM?
AM. So it's 6:45 my time. I'm getting early tomorrow. 6:45.
Right, Matt is killing people off. Yeah, Matt has got this laser vision at 6 a.m. in the morning. This is how you know it's serious, guys.
Getting up.
I'll tell you one thing, right? If Eze didn't score that hat-trick against Tottenham, you'd be doing one for him as well.
Oh yeah, we have some. Well, tomorrow a little bit. Just because he's Jokeris on here, don't think I'm going to let other people walk away because there's going to be some hurt feelings tomorrow. Fanboys, watch, especially soccer fanboys, watch out tomorrow.
In other news, mate, Bournemouth are getting murdered.
Mate, Man United are fucking playing really well. I can't lie.
This has
been the best 20 minutes, yeah, that Man United have played this season.
Did he change
the way they're bopping the ball around? No, he ain't changed it.
Okay, they said they was talking about he was possibly going to change the formation.
He ain't changed.
He's changed their formation.
Right, they're in again here. Oh, I thought that was in. Mate, Man United are fucking ripping them to pieces, mate.
I think Cunha's another. We'll see. They passed Cunha. They actually passed to Cunha, but he can't score.
Yeah, he should have scored that. It wasn't even close. It was 2 yards wide. Mate, they're all over him. Yeah, they should be about 3 or 4-0 up after 20 minutes. Crazy. We'll end on this as well. Yeah, now I'm going to raid the other channel. Bless up to everyone who's locked in, like, shared, commented, sub, donated, all that good shit. Make sure if you're watching on playback, yeah, hype the video as well as like. Oh shit. Yo, 1 second. Yo, this Vallecano game, fucking De Frutos has just fucking passed out, bruv. Jesus Christ. He just fucking stumbled. Wow. He got clotted, but then, yeah, he's fucked, mate. Oh my days. Yo, hopefully he's all right. Yeah, he's awake, but fucking hell, mate. Yeah, that guy just, like, literally his eyes were gone.
Bloody hell.
That's crazy. A sub each, by the way, already. He's gone off. He's fucked. Yeah, and I can't remember who went off for Betis, but Beltran came on. Fucking hell, that's mad scary what just happened there. Yeah, he looks out of it, mate. Wow. Anyway, big up, man. Big up, Chike. Matty, what are your thoughts on AFC side of NFL and your Patriots losing to the Bills, traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens? Also, Josh Allen, my MVP for the season.
We better win the game next weekend. I know that. Don't start this losing shit over and over, back to back. You know, I was pissed off about that yesterday. No, I'm scared to tell you, I was cussing yesterday. I was cussing and fussing yesterday about that. So
the Chiefs fucked up, right? The Chiefs fucked up.
Patrick Mahomes is out for the year. ACL injury, tore his ACL yesterday. He is done. So
they can't make it. They can't make it. No. Yeah, they're fucked. See, I've cursed them as well. I've cursed Madrid. I've cursed them. Who should we go to next? Man City. They go back on loan at Man City. Big up Shane for the raid. Let's up Shane, man. We're going to raid my other channel. Man United are 1-0 up. All over them as well. Should be 3 or 4. Vallecano Betis is 0-0. Yeah, hopefully De Frutos is all right, man, because he looked fucking out of it, mate. Yeah, he got clarted. Yeah, and I think he landed on his head.
Oh,
I think I haven't seen a proper replay because my fucking chat's down here. Yeah, I fucking had the lid on my Mac down a little bit, so I didn't really see it. Dan or Adam, if you're in my chat or anyone watching the game, yeah, what actually happened? Because he got wiped out. I swear he fucking banged his head off the grass. Yeah, and when he got back up, and he stood back up, yeah, and he just, it was like, you know, when a boxer gets hit and they do the baby giraffe,
yeah.
and then they drop, bro, that's what happened to him. And then he sat down, they fucking woke him back up, yeah, and they've carried him off. Like two of them walked him off. He's walking, but fucking hell, that's mad, bro. Big up Shane and Rashid. But yeah, listen, I'll be back again tomorrow with rants. I'm going to be back right now watching both of these games. Man United are absolutely carving this lot to shreds, but it is only 1-0. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. And yeah, man, bless up for all the love. We're out. And hopefully, yeah, these idiots turn up on Saturday against fucking Everton. Also, Wednesday is the Intercontinental Cup final. PSG versus Flamengo. I'll be doing a watch along for that. It's on DAZN España. Cheers, mate. Bosh. But yeah, we're out. Laters. Raid the other channel, yeah? United are in again. What a block. Yeah, they're all over them, man. They go fourth if they win, by the way. But yeah, bless up to everyone who's raided from Shane, but we're raiding my other channel. We're out. Sub to all the lads, pin comment, laters. Bosh. Roberto Di Matteo, mates.